Okay, so for the past few days I've been making a solar system simulation in OpenGL, and for that I looked at learnopengl.com, which is a really nice website. I can only recommend that. I can open it up real quick. Learnopengl.com. Um, it's pretty good. I looked until model loading, so I didn't go into advanced OpenGL yet. But I looked at those three, which took me a couple of days, and then I tried to implement it by making this. So basically, you have your planets, or our planets from our solar system, and they just spin around the sun. They spin in a circle. In real life, they are not circles exactly, they are like um, eclipses or something, so this is not completely accurate, but yeah. And these planets, they also rotate and they have different speeds and scales. I scaled them up so you can actually see them. Um, for example, you wouldn't really see any of them like you wouldn't really see them if I didn't scale them up. Like, how are you supposed to see this if I didn't scale it up? But the ratio between them is correct. So, like Earth is, I don't know, 20 times bigger than this, but I scaled like both of them up. Also the speed is also the speed the ratio is correct again, but I had to again speed it up a bit because look at this blue thing. Um, like it's not really moving a lot. If I would have done the correct speed and didn't speed it up, it would have been like so slow that you wouldn't even been able to see the movement. Same thing for the rotation. And yeah, so this is pretty cool. I also implemented I'm just for the camera speed, so you can just move the camera a bit faster. I might use it to change some of the settings, and now I'll show you how I did it. So let's go into my main file. My main file pretty clean. I basically just make an app and run the app. The app is just basically managing most of the stuff. So as you can see, it has the camera. It has some functions. To be fair, those don't actually have to be public, but you know. And they initialize the window. They get the input. They load textures and the cube map. So if I go into it right now, if you look at the background, this is like a nice cube map background. So it's not just like black or gray or something. It just looks much nicer. Which the init skybox does. Init I'm GUI. So yeah, it's just mostly initializes stuff and makes the solar system, which is another thing. We close it. So that's just going to run. Run basically just calls update, and this calls init. This just initializes the window, I'm GUI, the camera, the skybox, and the solar system. And in update, this is just the main while loop. So we get our frames, we process input, then we do I'm GUI, um, we do my I'm GUI stuff here, and then we clear everything, then we render uh, I'm GUI, and in between we render our stuff, so just a render function. So yeah, we need to change the depth for the skybox. So we use our skybox shader. We just set our shader uniforms, and then we actually render it, and now we set it back to default. And now we render our solar system. So this is actually more something more interesting. Like these functions just they aren't really interesting at all, to be fair. Um, yeah. Let me go into my solar system. This is more, this is a bit more interesting. So basically what we do is we initialize, we make our shaders, and then we basically just set up all the planets. So what I first did was I asked ChatGPT for like the correct scale and speed and stuff, and made it be like to have the correct ratio, but also that you can actually see it moving and stuff. So then we make a planet, give it a name, and give it the file path, and now we can set different parameters. So for the sun, we want it to rotate, and we want to make the scale, and um, we the set rotation is just like the initial rotation. I made it be like 90 degrees for not for Earth, for most stuff, for everything except Earth, because when it downloaded the model, it was like turned 90 degrees on the x-axis, so I had to do this so it actually has the correct rotation, and then we just then we just add it to the planets list. We do this for all the planets. For the other planets, we wanted to set a position too. The sun is in the center, so it doesn't need a position. This is just the sun radius plus like some stuff that ChatGPT gave me. And the scale again, the rotation, and by the way, this has 0.03 because it has like a really it's like really slightly tilted. And the rotation speed and the orbit speed, which is also important. So we just add all of this, and now what we do is we in the render function we set all the uniforms, or well, two uniforms, the projection and view matrices, and then we go over each planet. And first we update the planet, which updates the spin and the orbit. So it spins it, and it's like the position and the rotation, um, and just sets the model matrix basically. Then what we do is we draw it, which just goes into the model. So each planet has a model. This is also from learnopengl.com, just the model class. And we just draw that. So this is all from learnopengl.com. And then we draw the orbit. This is just um the the like line. So you can see the like the where it's moving, the circle of the planet. So like this line here. And yeah, so we draw all of this, And this is mostly it. I have some other stuff like the camera and the like the mesh and the model. Those are like from learnopengl.com. I just like tweaked it a bit, but most of it is the same. So yeah, it's pretty interesting project. Let me know what you think I should add. The shaders, I can show you that real quick. The for the skybox we just have our matrices and our position, and the color is just like the skybox, the texture. And for our shader that we actually use, it's this like the basic Learn OpenGL shader. So that's not a lot different. So yeah, this is mostly it. It was a really fun project. I might add some more stuff. Um, some problems I had was actually the planet loading, the model loading, because it took a lot of time to load them. I'm in release mode right now, so that's why the loading is pretty fast. But as you can see, if I go into debug mode, it's gonna take quite a lot of time. I also had some problems with the textures of the models to actually get them right, and like the rotation and which are being able to load. So I had some problems, but I figured it out in the end, and yeah, that's pretty much it.